Hi, and welcome back to Fishing with David Pyle. It's October 4th, 2018, and today we just returned from a trip to Tillamook fishing for Chinook salmon, and we fished a little bit in the bay and a little bit in the ocean. Had some action. We got one fish in the boat, we got a smolt, and we had one takedown that didn't hook up for us on a very, very slow day. Stay tuned, watch the video. And at the very end, I'll tell you a little bit more about our day, what we used, and what I saw out there. And we'll see you next time on Fishing with David Pyle.
Spread out. You there? Yeah. My gear in the water. Straighten out the steering wheel when you get it. Yeah. Nice. What's that? No, that was a bird. It was a bird. The fucking thing is scared Sweet. That's a good fish too. A little dark. Look at these big guys.
So as you might have noticed in the video, when we brought Lorenzo's fish in, we were using triangle flashers. At least you'll see his gear. We were using 16 ounces, and we were putting our gear right down on the bottom, and we were just across the bar, fishing on the north side of the jetty, along with 50 to 75 other boats. And it really wasn't a very good day. We were pretty lucky to come away with one fish. We did see some folks catch coho that they had to release, but on today in general, I would say this was one of the slower days I've been out fishing in Garibaldi. So we had good tides, and that's pretty much the way I like to fish at Tillamook. You know, the softer tides keep the fish in the lower part of the bay, in the jaws, and even into the Ghost Hole and Bay City. The bigger tides, which will be happening next week, more so in the upper bay, that's where the fish are probably going to be caught. So we have another really good tide sequence coming up in the middle of October, and they're called holdover tides or Chinook tides, and that'll probably be a very busy fishing in Tillamook. Might be the last push for the peak of that run to come in. So got my fingers crossed. I'm hopeful, and if it looks good down there, weather's right, tides are right, then I might find myself down there a couple days during that week. So anyway, you know, 16 ounces, we're bouncing our stuff square on the bottom. We're not fishing suspended at all. We're using whole herring. We caught this fish on a whole herring, a blue label, and we used a combination of green label and blue label, but it really didn't matter what we used on this particular day because there just weren't a lot of fish around. And I'm not sure how the folks were getting their coho salmon, if they were fishing a little more up in the upper part of the water column, or if they were down on the bottom and just happened to pick up coho, but certainly we were fortunate to come up with one Chinook. Anyway, so stay tuned, and I hope you guys can get out and get some last bit of fishing, boat fishing done in this season before you have to hit the tributaries and fish from the bank, because there's not much left. The Columbia River is closed, and unfortunately that season didn't pan out for us. The numbers crossing the dam are extremely low. So anyway, stay tuned, and we'll see you next time on Fishing with David Pyle.